So I spent the whole night praying and in self-awareness in this retreat where we go for a deep meditation. In the morning, I could sleep a little bit. Then suddenly, before the first orange lights came through the big window, I heard this magical, angelic voice singing and making music. I thought, am I still dreaming? Then I opened my eyes, and there she was. Nicole Machielse. I know that's a very Dutch name.
It's
Help
a really
me
Dutch
here,
name.
Nicole.
Machielse.
Machielse.
Yes.
Oh my God. Welcome to my show, my dear. Thank you so much for sharing your angelic voice in that magical retreat.
Thank you for the invite and thank you for the compliment. It was a pleasure to sing. It always is a pleasure to sing.
Oh, she is a transformational breath work and cupping, and she does Reiki also. She's a holistic therapist. Yes. How did you came to this path of spirituality?
Well, I'm 45 years old now, so I think my first encounter with spirituality was in my 20s, when the father of my former boyfriend, he was Reiki master, and I was going into surgery, and I was like really nervous, and he said, well, I have something to calm you down. I was like, okay, let's do this. So that resonated with me deeply. It was really, really a profound experience, but I wasn't ready at the time. So that took quite some years before I really got into it. And I think in 2011, I did Reiki 1. And that was so warming and so welcoming. It's like this gift you can give yourself every single day, which I do. So from that point on, it really developed actually. But it took me a burnout to really step forward and go for it. So all the puzzle pieces came together this summer, and now I'm spreading this beautiful work and this love. Well, not as a full-time job, but I do it alongside my job. So for me, it's not something you do, but a way of living, actually, to integrate it in daily life.
Yes, it's true. It's true. And we come to the spiritual path or for love or for need. But there's always something that triggers.
Yeah, I think the first trigger was before the burnout, actually. And basically, when I really narrow it down, I think my son, who is 11 years old, was actually brought to me. His name is Luca, which is Italian. It also has something to do with light. And he really lit the path for me. So, yeah.
But it's a very special moment to be alive. Now in Earth, it is. We are going through a transformation, and we subscribed for that. We wanted to be here at this very moment to be part of this transformation and help others to wake up.
Yes, I think that's true. Well, we have ambitious souls, I guess, to be incarnating in this period of time.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because if it's the first video that you watch on my channel, my name is Babs'Talks, and I'm a spiritual coach, and I am here to make the process of awakening go viral. And I believe that we are eternal spirits living an experience here in Earth. Yes. We have many experiences and many incarnations, and every time that we come, it's like going to school. We go to school, we learn what we have to learn, we repeat if we don't learn at once, and then we go back home. And we are going through a transformation now in Earth.
Yes, we are. And it's funny that you say that, because what I experience is life is actually a game with levels. And you go from level to level. And once you think, okay, I'm here, then something comes across your path and you'll be challenged into maintaining your balance and to stay centered and to stay aligned. And well, to basically remember what we really are.
Absolutely. I'm so glad you said that. Life is just like a video game, and this that we are looking here, that beautiful face that you put makeup in the morning, that's not really you. This is just your physical body. You are an eternal soul. You are living a temporary experience squeezed in a body made of stardust. This is just an avatar of
Yes,
who
it
you
is.
truly are.
But having said that, I think what I've been experiencing once out of a deep meditation is that this body is the instrument I get to play the song of life with. So it's like really important to take care of it, to nourish it. So that involves, for me, the breath work, the Reiki, the transformational cupping, but also not only nutrition in food, but also what are you getting in on daily basis? Are you watching the news? Are you surrounding yourself with people who have good energy? Because everything is like nutrition for the soul. And you can malnutrition very easily because these are challenging times.
I'm so glad you said that. Oh, really? I take so much care of what I eat. I avoid to eat meat, and I fast many times. I drink just water or just juices.
Yes, it's
And
a great way.
I never watch television, but I've got something that I must confess. That's me being vulnerable here. I love Spanish series. I love them. This is my guilty pleasure. My guilty pleasure. And last night I was abducted by Netflix. And I watched a wonderful Spanish series. I had so many nightmares. I couldn't leave my body during the night because when we sleep, most of the time, our spirit, our soul leaves the body, and we can walk in the spiritual realm, in the astral realm, and have contact with other people and talk to our loved ones. But I was stuck in my body having nightmares with this series. We have to take very good care what we put inside.
Yes,
Maybe
we
it's
do.
because I do this dopamine fasting all the time that I avoid to watch television, or even though I have 3 YouTube channels, I don't spend many times in social media. I just create content. How do you take care of yourself?
Well, in a way, that's part of my weak spot because social media is something that I'm having this love-hate affair with, you know. I use it because I get inspired, but it also can suck me in and makes me want to buy things that I don't even need, you know. So that's sometimes that is challenging. But for me to start the day with, I always start with a session of breath work and Reiki. I get up at 6. So that's one of my rituals, and I think that is really important, that we have our rituals, the things that make us go in silence, to be able to hear what otherwise would be like absorbed by everything that's happening around us. So for me, that's a really good one. But yeah, what I do, I eat healthy. I don't drink any alcohol, not anymore, because that used to be challenging for me. So yeah, I think that's the more you are aware of what your body is trying to tell you, the less interested you are in treating it the way you might have been for years. So for me, that was like, I know now, I sometimes like a cup of coffee, but I know what it does to my body. I can feel what the energy brings. So I choose wisely. And I think you can really binge in on Netflix and go have a snack or whatever. But I think that the main lesson for me, and that was, when I do something that I know that is not of the highest service, but it's just like really good, I maximum enjoy it. And I think that it's all about awareness in everything you do.
Yes, it is. Are we saying that you that are watching this video can never eat meat or can never drink a glass of wine? No, we are not saying this, but be aware of what you do and try to keep your body and your mind clean.
Yes.
Mens sana in corpore sano.
Well, for me, that's also about what the spiritual path is about. I've had many teachers, and at one point, I think you get from them what serves you, but also the unlearning, because they are conditioning you too with what works for them. And I think that in this time where there are so many spiritual coaches, or well, whatever you want to call it, some people are looking at them like they're a guru. You are your own guru. You have to experience through by doing or by not doing what works for you. And if that is flesh, do it. Please buy it organic if you can afford it, because otherwise there will be a lot of substances in it which don't serve you well. But yeah, I think that for me, it's more about the practice of spirituality is for me about non-judgment. So you can be aware of something and you can acknowledge it, but if you judge it, that's also a rejection.
Yeah, absolutely. We should not judge, because we are not better or worse than anybody or anything. We are all brothers and sisters in different paths and in different levels, and we should all be together, holding hands and growing together in the direction of perfection. What works for me good is to meditate and do my affirmations early in the morning. I think it's important to prime my day. What I do in the morning gives the tone for the day. So even before I put my foot out of the bed, I do my meditation, I do my affirmations, I set the intention for the day, I see the future me doing the things for the day and for 5 years from now. And I decide that's me, and I go for it. That's what works very good for me.
Yes, I think meditation is also a good one. I must admit, I haven't been doing it regularly the last few weeks. But this morning I did, and I do that before I do anything else. So before the breathwork and the Reiki, I go sit up straight in the bed, connect to the breathing, and then opening a sacred space, and from there go into meditation. And after that, the breathwork and the Reiki. And I think what you're saying is really important, that you set an intention, because what we have to remember is that everything is energy. So when you wake up and thinking, oh my God, today is going to be a shitty day, it's Monday, then it's going to be a shitty day. Yeah, well, it's like really be aware of your thoughts and what you put out in the universe for yourself to create, because we are creators mainly.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's interesting about Reiki. There are many spiritual paths and religions that use that and give other names for it. Yep. I come from Brazil, and I followed the gospel according to Spiritism, and we use to put our hands to give our extra energy to people. And my best friend in Brazil, she's a shaman for long years. And I take her to it's not a church, but it's a place that we gather together to our practices. And she's always saying, oh, we do the same, but we call like this and like that. And her aunt uses the same, but she calls Jorei. It's so beautiful. We all have energy. Every living being is made of everything. Actually,
everything is energy.
Yeah, but this kind of energy that we are talking about is about living beings. The plants have, the animals have, the people have. When you are full of life, full of joy, full of energy, full of life, you have enough for yourself and to give to others. When you are sick, when you are near death, when you are by the end of your life, when you are sad, when you are in depression, you lack this energy. Yes. It's like when your telephone, the battery is going down and you have to plug it in again so it gets full. And we can transfer this energy by our willpower, by our intention, and using the hands, using our thoughts, and it goes from our mouth, our eyes, our hands, and we can transfer even if the person is not near us.
No, because it is like I've sometimes experienced, because what I also do is energy clearing, and that's with a pendulum. It's basically clearing the energy fields of others, because negative energy just wants to be felt. And when somebody is open to just let it flow through and give it back to Mother Earth, it's transformed, because Mother Earth transforms everything. And it's interesting what you're saying, that in different cultures it's been called differently, but basically what Reiki is all about being receptive to this universal energy that we can all tap into. You just have to be like a radio, be put on the right frequency in order to receive it and to let it pass through. And the hands are a really powerful tool with that. And yeah, I think
even at distance, you can do that.
I do distant treatments also. Yeah, I use this big teddy bear, and actually, it's a really funny story, because when I use the teddy bear, it's like visualized that that's the person who I'm giving Reiki to. I need to know what their name is, where they are, and then I set the intention for them depending on their story or what comes through. But sometimes I feel the bear even like breathing. It's like really, really amazing. But the first time I was like, okay, now I'm going crazy. But it's like really, it's really funny how that works. It's like, yeah, there is no distance actually.
No. I even smell the person.
Yeah. Oh yes, that could also happen. Yeah.
I smell the person as if they are next to me. That's amazing. And how did you come to the path of music? You have such an angelic voice.
Oh, well, music is medicine also. That's what I discovered. I remember singing for, well, as long as I can remember, I was singing. I never took lessons, but I love to sing. Yeah, and what I started to notice was through the work on myself and just being able to clear my energy system better, to speak my truth. My throat chakra has been opening. So that leaves more room to sing, because when something is stuck here, you cannot say whatever you want to say, or you cannot express yourself or find words or whatever, then it's harder to sing or even speak. And by doing the work, I really started noticing that my voice was really opening up. So I sing all the time. My son, who's 11, likes me to sing. So I'm wondering if that will stay through puberty. But he even sings mantras with me, because he resonates really well on that. And it's like really powerful to be sharing songs also with friends and in sacred spaces or in ceremony or in circles. It's like really, really, I really love that.
Oh, that's adorable. Well, I want to thank you for being here in my channel. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel.
Apenas sales la aurora en las montañas, yo oye un cantar. Apenas sales la aurora en las montañas, yo oye un cantar. Madre tierra kayadiri, manzai kuna kayadiri, shamoriri. Madre tierra kayadiri, manzai kuna kayadiri, shamoriri.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.